So far, NASA astronauts Kayla Barron and Raja Chari have completed pre-breathing and headed into the crew lock. The spacewalk today marks the 247th in support of International Space Station Assembly, Maintenance, and Upgrades. This will be Kayla Barron's second and Rajachari's first. Barron is EV1, or Extravehicular Crew Member 1, and she is wearing the suit with the red stripes with the helmet cam number 22. Chari, as EV2, will wear the suit with no stripes and has helmet cam number 16. We'll see those feeds later today.
Airlock Houston with a request for you.
Go ahead, on one.
Yes, it looks like we may have bumped the EV2's HECA. Can you go ahead and turn it off?
Line 54 says EMU TV power, check green LED is on. So we switch it on purpose.
Copy, checking. And Matthias, back with you on one. For step 54, that's the EMU TV power, not the HECA. So if you can go ahead and power on the EMU TV and power off OFS, the HECA.
And we also found this, and we just did this. Tom confirms the HECA is off on both, and the EMU TV is on both.
Copy.
We're currently in a loss of signal between satellites. You've seen a live view of the International Space Station Flight Control Room, where the Orbit 2 team is being led by Flight Director Mike Lammers. The Orbit 2 team, again, being led by Flight Director Mike Lammers. Next to him is Alex Kanalenkos, who's the Capcom this morning. And next to him will be Victor Glover, NASA astronaut who will be ground IV today. Sandy Moore is the lead spacewalk officer. Once depressurization, we'll switch from hearing Alex to hearing Victor Glover communicate to the crew. And it appears now that the hatch is now closed. And as you see here, Tom Marshburn and Matthias Maurer are closing the hatch between the Quest airlock and the crew lock, where Barry and Chari will be isolated as depressurization occurs. Once the crew gets the go from the team in Houston, depressurization of the crew lock will begin.
Houston station on 1 for the airlock. Step 72 and 73 are complete.
Copy. We'll put steps 74 through 76 in work, and we'll let you know when the EV crew are hot mics.
You're taking step 74 to 76.
Good read.
Copy.
Station Houston, the EV crew are hot mics.
Copy. Two copies.
And we hear you both, EV1 and EV2, loud and clear.
And Houston, both EV crew members copy. They're now hot mics.
Alex, loud and clear, and you too with you.
No, got you both loud and clear as well. We stepped on each other, but I heard you well.
Good morning to you both. It's a great day for an EVA.
Morning.
Loud and clear. Ready to go. Roger. Check that the switch for the deep press pump power is OFF. OFF. Press pump enable LED is on. Enable is on. We're on the crew lock deep press Q card. On the UIA. Houston, we're looking for your go at 80.
Stand by. Station Houston, you have a go for depress on step 80. We'll see you on the crew lock depress repress Q card.
Copy, we're going step 80. We're now on the depress repress Q card. Roger, the UIA, switch the depress pump power to on. Wait 10 seconds. Copy. Switch is on. Wait 10 seconds. There's 10 seconds. So you can take the depress pump isolation valve to open and expect an alert turn. Copy. One, two, open. Copy. You can both expect an alert turn when the crew lock gets to 6. Monitor your suit P gauge that stays less than 5.5. Let us know if it's not.
Roger.
Copy.
let's see that. I assume that's the release valve opening.
Yep, I hear it.
Flight controllers here in Mission Control Houston did a no-go for depressurization to begin, and we have begun depress. The depressurization of the airlock will be done in a two-stage process. First, they'll take the crew lock down to 5 pounds per square inch of pressure, at which point depressurization will be paused to do a systems check. Following this, depressurization will resume and continue all the way down to vacuum. Once vacuum is reached, the two spacewalkers will complete suit and comm checks before placing their spacesuit on internal battery power, officially marking the start of today's spacewalk. A U.S. spacewalk start and end time is measured from the time the crew places their spacesuit on internal battery power all the way up until the time repressurization occurs and they're back inside the crew lock following completion of their spacewalking task for the day.
Proceed for 6.0, waiting on 5.
Copy.
Maurer and Marshburn in the equipment section of the airlock continue to monitor depressurization on the Quest airlock, where NASA astronaut Kayla Barron and astronaut Rasha Chari are suited up and undergoing preparations to eventually venture outside. Crew is currently at 5.5 psi inside the crew lock. Again, they will pulse around 5 pounds per square inch and begin system checks.
We see the crew lock pressure at 259. Roger, take the depress pump isolation valve to close and expect an alert turn.
Okay, it's closed.
All the DCMs for both of you. On the display switch, toggle status until leak check question mark is displayed, and then yes for 2 seconds.
1, 2 leak check, wait.
EV2 is the check weight.
Copy, and you'll just continue to follow the display of instructions.
Roger. Leak check complete. Set O2 actuator to EVA, and that's in work.
And EV2 leak check complete. Working on the EVA O2 actuator.
Copy, 2 good leak checks. Standing by for O2 actuator to EVA.
Houston copies. Good leak checks.
I'm in EVA.
Copy, Taylor, you're in EVA.
I'm in EVA as well.
Copy, 1 and 2, both in EVA. Roger, take the depress pump manual isolation valve to open and expect an alert turn.
And after our call on good leak checks and good comm checks,
And now it's open.
Copy. The valve is open.
and after our call on good leak checks and good comm checks, the crew inside the crew lock will continue depressurization.
pH remains less than 5.5. Let us know if it's not.
Roger.
Copy.
Your next step will be at 2 psi.
If you're just joining us, this is Mission Control Houston, and we have you're looking live at the equipment lock section of the Quest airlock, where we've begun depressurization for NASA astronaut Caleb Barron and Rasha Chari in order to begin the 247th spacewalk on space station assembly, maintenance, and upgrades. You're currently looking at Matthias Maurer of ESA, or the European Space Agency, and Tom Marshburn of NASA in the equipment section, continuing to monitor the depressurization of the Quest airlock, where NASA astronaut Caleb Barron and Rasha Chari are suited up and undergoing final preparations before they head out of the station's hatch today for today's spacewalk.
Roger, we see we are just below 103. Roger, you can take the depress pump manual isolation valves closed.
Hey, it is closed.
Switch on the UIA, the depress pump power to OFF.
The depress pump on the UA is off.
copy off. Report your initial tether configuration for egress.
Roger, if you could move a little to your right. Copy.
All right.
And then if you've got good visibility to start, you can go first. Otherwise, I can start on mine.
I'll go on start. Put my hands on the airlock D-ring extender. I've got my large waist tether hook, gate closed, lock on block on that. Run to my small crew hook, which is gate closed, lock on block on my left D-ring extender on my body. Then you pick up the rest. I got the right D-ring extender.
Okay. I'm looking at my right D-ring extender. I've got another small hook attached to my right D-ring extender. Gate closed, slider locked, block on black. I've got my red hook attached to my right D-ring extender. Gate closed, slider locked, block on black. My red reel is unlocked. My yellow hook is attached to my green reel. Gate closed, slider locked, block on black. My green reel is unlocked. My green hook is attached to my red reel, and it is unlocked, and my anchor hook is on my mini workstation.
Some back on my side here.
Here, I might be able to help you out with some of that if you need it.
I've got my eyes on my right waist ring, the right D-ring extender. On that, I see a red and white striped crew hook, gate closed, lock on black. Run to a red reel, which is unlocked. That's the top of that red reel is a green crew hook, which is unlocked. The yellow hook from the red reel is attached to the green reel. Slider lock, block on black. Then off the green reel, I see my anchor hook, which is marked white ED2, gate closed, lock on black, attached. Door anchor hook, gate closed, lock on block.
And one correction, it's attached to my waist tether.
That's my waist tether. So with that, I've got a low tap to station, and you have a low tap to me.
Yep, I agree.
And Houston Station, we see a good initial tether config, if you agree.
Do I have the room cable to shift to my body left, or is that going to pin you in?
For now, you can. I'll probably need you closer to where you are now when I need to get to the hatch.
Okay, copy.
And airlock Houston on 1 for EV2. We need both of your small hook from your waist tether, and both of your small hooks from your waist tethers.
Okay, so my right D-ring extender, I have 2 small hooks. One is both are gate closed, lock on black. One runs to my mini workstation. That's my waist tether. The other one is the red and white striped one. That's the small hook, gate closed, lock on black that runs to the red reel. What you're looking for?
Copy. Yep. Thanks for that. And then also the small hook on there's a waist tether on the airlock D-ring extender.
Yep. Yeah, I gave you that earlier, but sorry. The black D-ring extender, I have running to a large hook, gate closed, lock on black, and the other end of that runs to my left D-ring extender, small hook, which is gate closed, lock on black.
And I'm noticing we're kind of got these intertwined. Do you see that, Raja? Might be okay. Is this your waist tether? Fine. See how this is like wrapped? Is it okay if I fix that?
Yeah, I can't see it from here, but...
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to unlock your waist tether small hook from your left D-ring extender and reattach it.
Okay.
Okay, your left tether small hook is attached to your left D-ring extender. Gate closed, slider lock, block on block, and we're not twisted up anymore.
Sounds good, thanks. I confirm I can still see the large hook still attached to the airlock D-ring extender. Now that's where I can pull it all the way here, and I can see that small hook, gate closed, lock on black, my left D-ring extender.
Okay, Roger and Kayla, one more from Houston. So We believe that there is a spare waste tether in the airlock as well on that airlock D-ring extender, and that's the small hook that we're looking for. And then your green reel for EV2.
Sorry, yeah, it is, and it's back to itself on the airlock D-ring extender. Yeah, so both on the spare waste tether that's on the airlock D-ring extender, both the small and the large hook are both attached to the and it's looped back on itself intentionally. And both are gate closed, locked, black on black. So the small hook, the large hook, is gate closed but not locked.
Small hook closed, locked, black on black. Copy, thank you. And the green reel is unlocked. Thank you for those.
And Houston, from the airlock, if you agree, we'll press on in step 12.
Okay, airlock Houston, you may continue with step 12.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the pressure to come down, and we'll press on. Thank you.
The crew just reported being down to 1 psi.
When it's time to open the hatch, I'm going to need to come neater, and I'm going to need your feet to go forward and or inboard so I can get down over the lever.
Okay, I can go inboard. That's far enough.
Yeah, that should be okay.
Matthias Maurer and Tom Marshburn. Matthias Maurer of the European Space Agency and Tom Marshburn of NASA in the equipment section continue to monitor depressurization on the Quest airlock, where NASA astronauts Kayla Barron and Rasha Chari are suited up and undergoing preparations to venture outside the space station for today's spacewalk.
The .6 on the hatch gauge.
Copy, we see 31.6, looking for 26.
Once at vacuum, we'll look for a call that will say that they've switched to internal battery power. This call will be the official start of the spacewalk this morning.
See just 0.5 on the hatch gauge.
Copy, we see 27, looking for 26.
Yeah, I'll stand by.
Sensation from the airlock, we see ourselves at 26, and Kayla's reported 0.5 about a minute ago. I just want to double check with you. We're good for EVA hatch open.
And airlock, you have a go for EVA hatch open.
Kayla, you go to open the hatch and stow it.
Do you think you can roll onto your side a little bit?
Which way?
So that you're facing aft. Yep. That'll work. Okay. And the hatch is open. Hatch keep engaged.
Copy that. 14, step 14 is in order. Houston Station, emergency impact is closed. Kayla, Raja, Godspeed and have fun. And over to you, Houston.
Copy. Thank you, Tom, Matthias, Mark. Nice work getting us to this point. Kayla, Raja. Good morning, spacewalkers.
Good morning.
Morning.
All right, we're picking up with the post-depress on your DCMs. Switch power to bat and stagger switch throws. Expect a warning tone.
EV1's in bat.
He's in bat.
Copy, and switch display to Pro. Oh. Copy EV1 and EV2 in bat. And now you can switch display to Pro to verify a functional display.
EV1 functional.
EV2 functional.
All right, good news. Roger, on the UIA, switch power EV1 and EV2, two switches to off OFF.
Power 1 and power 2 are both off.
And check power 1, power EV1 and 2 LEDs, 4 LEDs total OFF.
All 4 LEDs are off.
Okay, EV1, EV2, you can demate the SCU from the DCM and install the DCM cover and then stow the SCUs in the pouch.
Stowed.
Copy, EV1.
EV2, it's off. Still working on stowing it.
Copy and work, EV2.
EV2 is off and stowed.
Copy, EV2. Confirm you're both ready to move on. They're stowed in the pouch.
Ready.
EV2 stowed in the house, ready.
Okay, Roger. Check the depress pump man ISO.
And at 7:12 a.m. Central Time, 8:12 a.m. Eastern, the 247th spacewalk in support of station assembly and maintenance and upgrades has begun. Bear and Chari now will work to open the thermal cover and make their way outside the space station hatch to begin their work for the day. The ground IV is NASA astronaut Victor Glover. You saw him on your screen previously. You're going to hear his voice as he speaks to the crew about the International Space Station. He'll be filtering information from the teams here in Mission Control up to the spacewalkers today.
EV1 and EV2 max hot. Now you can switch water on, ON. EV1, EV2, you can switch water on, ON.
One, water is on, ON.
EV2, water's on.
Check your DCM blank and bite light off.
DCM blank, light light off.
Choose blank and bite light off.
Copy. Now you can set your TCV as desired. Let us know where, please.
And 5.
And copy EV1 TCV to 5.
And EV2's TCV 5.
EV2's 5 also. Okay, please report suit pressure gauge to Houston. And EV1, EV2, report suit pressure gauge.
EV1, 4.2.
4.4.
Copy 4.2, 4.4. Okay, set your visors as required. It is currently night. You're 10 minutes from sunrise and about to pass off the west coast of the United States.
Roger that. My visor's up for now.
Visor's up. My lights are on.
Also have my lights on.
All right, Kayla. You can open the hatch thermal cover. And I've got some detailed steps if you'd like those.
Ready to open the thermal cover?
Hey, firm, you have a go to open the thermal cover, and I've got some detailed steps if you need them.
I got it, but Roger, could you either rotate onto your right side or your feet are kind of blocking my access? I need them. Show me if that's okay. Good go. I am releasing the thermal cover adjustable. Hold it first.